Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to talk about The Howling 3. So, the Howling series, I think, has about six movies now. The last one that came out was horrible. The first one's decent. I don't love it, but it's pretty good. This, by far, is my favorite of the Howling series. I think I've seen them all. This one takes place primarily in Australia, and it's about this primitive half human, half werewolf tribe. So it has that werewolf theme that the one werewolf woman, the main character, I guess, leaves and she goes into society and meets someone, and there's like a little bit of a love story. But the movie's really weird, and there's lots of strange camera shots of like zooming in on people's faces and panning. Lots of special effects with people being sort of like distorted and like werewolf features kind of coming out of them, where their jaw jutting out or their nose or whatever as they morph into their werewolf counterparts. And there's also these sub stories of these scientists who are trying to figure out where the werewolves come from, how long they've been around, and study them and break down what they're made of. There's this overarching feeling of anxiousness from the werewolves because they're getting captured and studied. They think that the scientists are going to kill them, type of thing. But the way the movie is edited, it's a little fuzzy. It's not like everything is completely explained. It's sort of like, here's what's happening, and make of it what you will. There's also the military, I believe, going after the werewolves in the bush in Australia, and they hire a guide at one point who is an Aboriginal, and he's going with them, taking them where they have to go. And then there's a werewolf deity spirit involved at one point. There's half human, half werewolf babies that crop up during the film that are being born. So it's sort of like a horror movie mix, or I wouldn't even really call it horror. I guess I would call it more like science fiction mixed with a love story. But there are horror elements throughout the film where it's not scary, but the werewolf aspect and this uncertainty from the werewolves with the humans and the humans with the werewolves and all that stuff. It's a weird ass movie, and it's good. It's just a really strange film. I don't know if you could see the back, but it definitely has that sort of B charm to it with the special effects and the all the screaming and the strangeness. This is put out by Scream Factory, Shout Factory subsidiary. There's a 4K scan from the original elements. It looks really good. There is a lot of grain at a certain points of the film. There's a commentary, interview, another interview, and a trailer. So if you like werewolf movies, you like weird stuff from Australia, and you want to combine that, totally recommend The Howling 3. Some of the other ones are good, and in spurts they have interesting ideas, but by far this is just a very odd movie, shot strange, weird decisions, weird characters, odd ongoings, and I think that it went out of the box, and I really like that. So probably one of my favorite I'm just vampire werewolf films. I think my favorite is probably still Silver Bullet. I'm trying to think of any other werewolf movies that I really love. That's probably my favorite. Monster Squad, Wolf Cop is fun, but in terms of like that sort of darker, Wolf Cop's like a comedy. The Howling is up there for me, The Howling 3. So let me know, guys, what your favorite Howling movie is. And if you've seen the third one, I want to know what you think of it. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.